Stop and look around any modern city, and you'll find you are living your life inside the ghost of a dead civilization. We build our centers of government using their exact aesthetic choices. Our highest courts physically echo their temples, housing the legal frameworks they invented to govern their own citizens. Yet the people who designed these systems haven't existed as a political entity since 476 AD. We need to figure out how a regime that completely collapsed over 15 centuries ago still provides the operating system for the modern world. Before it governed millions, Rome was just a minor, localized settlement situated on the muddy banks of the Tiber River. Through highly organized military strength and commanders like Julius Caesar, they steadily swallowed up neighboring territories. It was Emperor Augustus who eventually centralized that chaotic expansion, turning a sprawling republic into a massive, formalized empire governed from this specific square. But managing that much land presented a sheer logistical nightmare. The Romans solved this by deploying massive physical infrastructure. They laid thousands of miles of standardized cobblestone routes to ensure troops, trade, and communication could move rapidly across difficult terrain. To sustain booming urban populations, they engineered gravity-fed aqueducts, transporting fresh water over dozens of miles straight into city centers. This map displays the absolute peak of that physical network, stretching across 3 continents, from the edge of Egypt all the way north to Britain. And this is where that northern expansion finally hit its limit, frozen in stone at Hadrian's Wall. But paving highways and building border walls cannot hold an empire together. You cannot unify millions of culturally distinct people with rocks alone. To keep a population that massive from tearing itself apart, the administration had to rely on invisible infrastructure. They deployed a universal legal code to settle disputes and spread a shared administrative language, creating a common logic for everyone within their borders. That system worked until the sheer mass of the empire created economic and political realities the administration could no longer bear. The initial fatal wounds started from the inside. Rampant political corruption, recurring civil wars, and severe economic crises rapidly degraded the state's capacity to govern. Sensing that internal decay, invading tribes repeatedly punched through those weakened physical borders. The administration finally buckled in 476 AD when the Western Roman Empire was officially dissolved. Without the centralized state to maintain it, their incredible physical engineering was left out to decay into ruins. The physical borders evaporated. The emperors were ousted. The state, as a sovereign political entity, was entirely wiped off the map. While the political state died in 476 AD, the surviving legal and cultural systems were simply too durable for subsequent generations to discard. Walk into almost any modern courtroom, and you are participating in a direct evolution of Roman jurisprudence. These foundational ideas continue to coordinate our daily lives long after the physical empire vanished. Rome never truly disappeared. When the geographical borders fell, their administrative code was essentially made open source, available for any emerging nation to adopt. In the centuries since the fall of the empire, the systems of Rome have persisted. Their legal codes, their architectural designs, and administrative logic have evolved into the invisible scaffolding that supports the scale of our modern world.